Guess who back in the house?
I better not do that because I might get copyrighted. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You might remember me from last year. I was around a little bit. I did a few different reviews, a few different makeup videos that ended up going nowhere.
What's so funny about that? It's just funny.
But because this year's been a bit of a tricky one with COVID-19 and everything else happening in the world, I've finally made a decision to get back into creating YouTube videos. And honestly, I'm a bit scared, but I just want to start creating content again and start doing new things because this year has taught me a lot and I've had a lot of free time.
Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus!
I've been doing a lot of different drag looks and digital shows because now it's like the age of digital drag. And I just thought my makeup's come quite far within the last 6 months. So why not start doing YouTube videos again? Because at the end of the day, what have I got to lose? I've got the new Nikkie tutorials and Beauty Bay collaboration, which I'm so desperate to try out. I've had it for about a week now and I've been preparing this video and I'm super excited to play with this palette. So to start this video off, I'm going to jump off camera, I'm going to put my wig cap on, I'm going to take my head back and I will be straight back with you guys. So I've gone off camera, I've put my base on and we are ready to crack on with the eyes. We're going to be jumping in with this baby, the Nikkie Tutorials and Beauty Bay collaboration. I managed to get it on early access through Beauty Bay just by signing up to the waitlist. So this hasn't been sent through PR or anything, as much as I wish it had been. So we're mainly going to be using a few of these shades. So we're going to be using the shade Nikkie, which is this lovely true red shade. And then we're going to be blending that out with Redemption and Bluff and just popping Slasher on the outer V just to create a little bit of depth and a little bit of a wing. The lids are primed and I'm going to just take my brush and we're just going to pop in with Nikkie and we're just going to start by swatching that. And you can see that's a true red right there. We're going to tap into Nikkie. And there's a lot of payoff on this product. And we're just going to start by stamping that just in that crease area. On top of an eyeshadow primer, it really is one of the brightest reds that you can get on the market, I'd say, for a quite decent price point. This palette cost me £25 on Beauty Bay. A lot of high-end products seem to be more sort of like 40 to 60. This is a really good product for the price you pay. And as you can see, the colour payoff is just insane. It's out of this world. And then we're going to jump in with this next shade. There is quite a bit of fallout, but I don't mind that too much because I do dab my brush in quite a lot. But the next shade we're going to go on to is Redemption, just to buff that out, just around the edge. And if we swatch that shade, it's quite powdery. On another fluffy brush, we're just going to pop that on the edge and just begin to create a nice transition. You see, just getting that colour in there and just blending it nicely with that shade Nikkie. And then on a clean brush, we're going to take the shade Blah. You can see it's a lovely matte yellow. I have trouble with yellows and I never seem to get a decent yellow. So I'm hoping that there is some payoff in this one. And you don't need too much, just on the outsides, just to create that gradient. Okay, and then the next shade that we're going to be dipping into is the shade Slasher. I have used this already and it's a lovely purple. as you can see. And we're just going to take that on another fluffy brush, and we're going to really concentrate that on the outer V, just to deepen that. You can see how that just sort of pulls it together into that winged shape, and then you want to just gently buff and just bring it into that crease. And then we're going to go ahead and cut the crease. You're going to take your concealer on a brush, and you're just going to want to really get some precision in here. And you see just how that just cuts ever so slightly, and then you just want to blend it onto the rest of the lid. So once you've cut your lid, you want to go back into that shade Slasher and just tap that back in on that outer portion, just to blend it all back together. So you see just how that just creates a little bit more definition, really cuts the crease and just gets that shade perfect. Okay, and then we're going to go in with the shade Pride, just at the bottom, which is a lovely gold with blue reflex, and we're just going to pop that all over the lid. You can use your finger if you like. There is quite a bit of fallout on these shimmer shades, and obviously that's a given with shimmer shades, you always get a bit of fallout. So what I'm going to do is just go back in with Slasher and just really reinforce that outer corner a little bit more. Just blend those two together before we continue. And then you want to bring that shade Slasher just under the waterline and connect it. And just connect it up with the outside edge. Then we are ready for eyeliner. Okay, so I'm going to take my trusted Wonder Wing eyeliner pen by Rimmel London, and we're just going to start by lining that lid. And then just wing that out at the edge. You can see how that just brings that together. To finish that off and just tidy up those edges, you're just going to go back in with a bit of concealer, and you can just swoop upwards, just creating that nice sharp edge. And then just using a damp blender, just buffing that out just to tidy up. Don't forget to set that with just a little bit of powder. That'll just blend it together nicely and brush that away. And that's essentially the eye done. What I am going to do is just take that brush with Redemption on and just buff some of that shade just into the center of my brow, just to give it a little bit of a blend, and then mix in some of that Mikai shade. And then just finishing that outer edge off the brow with that shade Slasher. Just for a sort of more ombre-ish eyebrow. Just using that leftover concealer. Just to carve out that outer section and set with Ivy. Off camera, I'm going to go and pop some mascara and lashes on and complete the other eye, and then I will be back. We'll pop a lip on and we're done. Okay guys, so we are back. I've finished off the eyes, I've popped my lashes on. For my blusher today, I've used the Blend and Snap shade from the palette. All that's left to do is a lip. So the lip that I'm going to do today it's just a cheap one. It's just from Primark, so it's PS, and it is the Liquid Matte, and it's in the shade Wine. What do you think, guys? I'm low-key living for this. I think this is really pretty. I don't normally wear a lot of colour like this, so it's something quite new for me. And it's all due to the Nikkie Tutorials palette. This palette, guys, is absolutely crazy. This is probably a really good buy, and I'm really, really happy with the colours. Yeah, it's worked really, really well, and we've created this lovely look. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment below. Let me know if you like it or you don't. I'm shocked. I'm gooped. I'm gagged. This is definitely going in my drawer. So right now we are going to pop this into my palette drawer, just like that. And it's now part of my collection. It's going to stay, and I'm going to be using this a lot because honestly, these colours. But unfortunately, we have run out of time for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos. Click that like button and leave me a comment letting me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.